Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our show. Tonight our guests will be our king, Nebuchadnezzar, and three of his amazing, death-defying subjects, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And now, let's hear it for our host, David Numberman.
Hey, how is everyone tonight? We have a great show for you. Perhaps one of our best. So let's get started. Everyone give a hand for our king, Nebuchadnezzar. Welcome, O king. Thank you for joining us tonight.
My pleasure. What a miraculous story that fire was.
Hold on, king. We'll get to the story soon, but first let's welcome our other guests. Everyone, please give a hand for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Great. Let's see now. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wonderful. All 4 guests are here. So my first question goes to our king. How did this whole amazing event get started?
It started about 3 weeks ago. I built a large image of gold. It was about 90 feet high and about 9 feet wide.
Hold on, king. You said 90 feet tall? Wow, that's tall. Oh, sorry, go on.
Well, as I said, I built an image of gold. Then I made it along that whenever the people heard the sound of horns, flutes and harps together, they must bow down and worship the image, or else be thrown into the fiery furnace.
Shadrach, what happened next?
Well, sure enough, we heard the sound of the horns, flutes and harps, but my friends and I refused to bow down to the image.
I know. That is why I had the furnace heated up 7 times hotter.
7 times hotter? You said 7? Wow, if it were that hot, you couldn't even open the furnace door without being burned to a crisp.
Very true. In fact, the servants who threw us into the furnace were burned up and died.
Get out of town. So what happened to the 3 of you?
First we were bound up and then thrown into the fire. But even though the fire was so hot, we knew our God would be with us.
Then I saw an amazing thing. Instead of 3 people in the fire, I saw 4.
4? You said 4? How could that be when only 3 men were thrown into the fire?
We were not alone. As Abednego said, we knew our God would truly be with us because of our obedience.
What do you mean because of your obedience?
Only God is worthy of our praise and worship. It would be wrong to worship anyone or anything else. It was important for us to obey God in this matter and worship Him only, even though we all could have died.
But you didn't die, did you?
Well, no. How else could we be here now? The next thing we heard was the king calling, Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out and come here. So we did.
Not a hair on our head was singed. We did not even smell like smoke after we came out.
It was truly amazing. So I made a new law that anyone who speaks against the God of Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego would be killed. Because there is no other God who can save people like that.
Well, we are out of time for tonight. I truly want to thank our guests for this amazing story. So remember the number 1. It is an important number because as we found out tonight, there is only one true God and we must worship only Him. Good night.
And that concludes our show tonight. Be sure to join us again tomorrow for the David Numberman Show.
A lesson in standing for God no matter what. Play by Craig.